She was no saint. She had a drug problem, but she didn't deserve life plus 30 years.
We're basically here, like my grandmother was saying, for my mother, Charceil Kellam. Thompson represented her on a case in 2006, and he didn't properly represent her, and she was very dissatisfied with him handling her case. We're hoping that basically through this, we can find some type of legal help, because right now she has a public defender that we do not feel like is doing the job, and her case is pretty much getting to these severe levels of being final, and we're not able to financially provide the money to get a lawyer, so we're seeking that maybe some lawyer will come forth and maybe take it pro bono and look into the matter. That maybe, like you were saying, our senator or congressman will also look into the matter of how the law is set up and how people get sentenced with life plus 30 and we're not doing a non-violent crime and not really having too much of a criminal history. I mean, she has a criminal history, like my grandmother said. She was an addict. She's not a saint, but life plus 30 we truly feel is very unjust. And I'm one of her son. I'm her oldest son, but she also has two other children, 14 and 10, who really need a home. So that's all I have to say. Larry Yates is a gentleman that's been working with us and being a big help in the case. And John Flynn and Frank Washington is also here because he's had some issues with his son, and how Paul Thomson also had played a role in the injustice that his son received as well. So
I'm here because I believe the issues here affect everybody, not only the issues with Mr. Thomson, but the issue of the complaint that Charceil Kellam made against the state trooper. There's video that shows how the state trooper behaved. It was completely inappropriate for a law enforcement officer. She tried to make a complaint, and I personally believe, I can't prove it, but that there was some retaliation there. So between the way Mr. Thomson dealt with her and the way that other people in the law enforcement system seem to have responded to somebody who made a complaint, somebody who is a very minor criminal ended up with life plus 30 years. This, to me, is a threat to every one of us, because if she can be retaliated against, people on the street know this happened, then it can happen to anyone else. And I frankly also think that race probably played a part in this too. So I hope the Justice Department does look at it. I hope somebody picks this up, both because this family needs it, but also because we all need it.